Hi guys, welcome back to Cernys Kids. Today we are doing a virtual road trip to Missouri today.
Alright guys, if you don't have it, go to our website, cernysjourneys.com, and print out your map. It is on the homepage for you. You can either do your own journey or you can follow along with ours. So today we are going to Missouri. Missouri is located in the Midwest of the United States. It was the 24th state that was joined the United States in 1821. The capital of Missouri is Jefferson City, but the biggest city is Kansas City. Missouri actually means wooden canal people, so that's what it means. But their state motto is "Show Me State." The borders of the state are you going to color it in? The borders of it are Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. So, it's got a lot of borders. In fact, it's one of only one other state who has that many borders, or state borders. So, interesting. So today we're going to talk about a few things. What funny thing just came up for us about an hour ago is my son somehow ran across the mouthwash challenge. And so, hence, our mouthwash. Funny enough, mouthwash actually was, my gosh, I can't even think. It was developed in Missouri by a man by the name of Joseph Lawrence, or Joseph Lister. He was a chemist in St. Louis, and so in 1879 he developed Listerine. We don't have Listerine, but everybody knows what Listerine is. It was the original mouthwash, and it tastes absolutely horrible. So my son wanted to do the mouthwash challenge as I talk about other things in Missouri. So we'll let them do that, and we'll see who wins the mouthwash challenge.
Me! What would we get?
I don't know what you'll get, but you guys wanted to do it, so we'll let you do the mouthwash challenge. So basically, what is the challenge, Jamin? Tell everybody.
So, all you need to do is put mouthwash in a cup. You put it in your mouth. You try to keep it in your mouth the longest. And then you spit it out if you cannot hold it.
All right, so whoever spits it out first, but we've got a cup that you can't see the spit, so we're trying to make it not as gross. So whoever holds it the longest wins the challenge. I'll talk about some other things as they're doing the challenge.
Scared.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, they're gonna gurgle it. They're not gonna swallow it. All right, while they're doing that, we'll see who wins. We'll talk about the arch. Everybody knows about the Gateway Arch. It's the famous arch that oversees. It's kind of funny. I don't know if I can actually do it, but it oversees the Mississippi River, and if you go up, you can see up to 30 miles. So Illinois is right across the river, so you can see that for sure. But it's the Cora lost. Woo!
I need water.
Oh, wow. My son just decided to spit all over his map. That's great.
I need water.
Well, no, actually, mouthwash is good for you. So anyways, it's the tallest man-made monument in the U.S. It's about 600... All right, you guys, stop being gross. It's about 630 feet tall. It's the second... actually, the second highest to that is the Statue of Liberty, and she is half that. So, pretty tall. But if you go to gatewayarch.com, it's actually also part of the National Park Service, nps.gov. You can watch some videos. You can take a trip to the top, and there's some other cool things that you can do about the Gateway Arch. So, it's kind of cool. When you actually go up, you kind of stagger up like this till you get to the top. So, kind of fun. So, let's talk about the next thing we've got to talk about. Mark Twain. Do you guys know who Mark Twain is?
No.
All right. Well, Mark Twain was actually born Samuel Langhorne Clemens, and he was an author. And he was actually born in Missouri, and he was raised in Hannibal, Missouri. We know him, or many people know him, for some of his books. One of his books is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. And so the settings for his books, Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, took place in Missouri. So that's the cool thing. So we actually, you can go and do a tour. If you go to Hannibal, Missouri, it'll like give you some guides to the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum. And from there, you can do online tours of his boyhood home. Becky Thatcher. Becky Thatcher was the Tom Sawyer's sweetheart in the book. So all of these things were kind of really came from Missouri. So we ended up doing that, but we also watched a little cartoon on Tom Sawyer. Tell them what you guys saw. What'd you see in the video?
So they were in school still.
Yeah.
So their class went on a road trip to a cave.
What?
And then they went down to a waterfall.
Yeah.
The class said the whole class except 2 people said that they were gonna go back. They forgot about them when they were going back.
Was that Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn that they forgot about?
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there was another kid that there was 2 guys.
Well, anyways, did you like it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so there's actually a movie that's available to watch, and I think we're going to end up watching it because I remember as a kid watching Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer and their adventures. They were rascals. So, but another cool thing about that is because a lot of it took place in Missouri, is that you can actually relate and see a lot of, or actually picture in your head some of the things as you're reading along or watching the movie. But the reason why this is also important is because Missouri State Parks, they are known for their caves. And so if you go to MO, which is the abbreviation for Missouri, mostateparks.com, you can look at all of their cave tours and you can look and see what is available. And so Missouri actually is also known as the cave state. It has almost 6,400, so 6,400 caves in it. And so there's a few of them, and I can't tell you the names because I'm not very good at pronouncing stuff. But Ozark Caverns is one of them. Onaganda Cave, I believe is how you say it, is another one. And there are several others that are there for touring. So you can actually do some of that too online. But I also wanted to talk about what caves look like when you go inside, because we've actually been in some caves.
2 caves.
We've been in a few caves, yeah. So stalactites. Do you remember what stalactites are?
No. They're like little icicles they're rocks that point down. They
found
look like
one.
icicles.
Right. So
There's lots of them.
yep. So stalactites are a formation that hangs from the ceiling of caves, usually, and they are made from the deposits of what's kind of being dripped from the ceiling, and most of the time they say they're formed of calcium deposits. So then the opposite of stalactite is a stalagmite. Do you remember what a stalagmite is? Do you remember seeing those?
No.
Those are the ones that come from up. They go, so stalactites go down, stalagmites go up. So stalagmites are made from the deposits that are dripping from the ceiling, and then they just kind of, if you keep on putting wax on something, it'll keep on, and it'll start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's what a stalagmite is. But another cool thing about caves, and especially the caves in Missouri, are bats. So bats are actually really cool. And so bats are actually mammals. So, and they're the only mammals that can fly. So in the caves in Missouri, they have a lot of different kinds of bats. The big brown bat, Indiana bat, which is actually endangered, the gray bat, which is endangered as well, the little brown bat, the northern long-eared bat, the eastern pipsilorite, I don't know how to say that, it's a small bat, and then the eastern red bat. So those are the bats that you'll see if you go in the caves in Missouri. And so the other thing, oh, are you pretending you're a bat? The cool thing about a bat, yeah, even though you're a mammal girl, you'll never get winged. You'll never be able to fly unless you're in a plane. So
You didn't tell me that.
The cool thing about bats is they're nocturnal. Remember what nocturnal means?
No.
They're like deer.
No.
They come out at night. So during the day they sleep and they actually hang. That's how they sleep. They hang. And so, and they actually have really, really poor vision. So the way that they get around, they fly, is they have, it's called echolucitation, I think is what they call it. I mean, it's that they put out sound waves so they can bounce the sound off the walls of the cave so they can know how close they are to things so they don't run into them when they're flying. So kind of cool. And they eat insects and fruit and sometimes fish. And there's a few types of bats. They're called vampire bats. None of them are in Missouri.
It could eat me?
That suck blood.
Does it actually suck blood?
I mean, that's how they live, yeah. So some of them, they don't suck blood of people. They don't do that.
Animal?
Yeah, just a different kind of thing.
Like it's a vampire.
Yeah, kind of. That's
Just
what they
like
call
a
vampire
spider.
bats. Yep. So, that is our adventure to Missouri.
Yay! That was fun.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Everyone, make sure that you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Thumbs up.
Subscribe.
See you next time.
Bye.